New 5, nearly a dozen couples are suing Newport Beach-based fertility lab, claiming negligence led to the death of their embryos.
And one couple says they may have lost their chance to ever become parents. They shared their heartbreaking loss today. Fox 11's Hal Eisner joins us now live from Newport Beach with this. Hal?
Yeah, and to be clear, there are 9 couples that are suing a medical clinic, Ovation Fertility, back here in this complex over negligence and asking for unspecified damages.
This is just completely unacceptable behavior, and it cannot be allowed to continue.
If things had worked out, Brooke Berger might be about 4 months pregnant right now. Instead, she and her husband are suing Ovation Fertility here in Newport Beach, along with 8 other couples whose dreams of parenthood were destroyed when they say their embryos were destroyed.
Right now, we're seeking answers.
Rob Marcero is one of the attorneys for the 9 couples.
They want to find out what happened because Ovation hasn't given them straight answers.
These are the embryo images of some of the 9 potential mothers in the lawsuit. Brooke Berger didn't keep hers. She says it's just too painful of a reminder. And these are some of the needles and medical supplies used in the sometimes painful IVF process. And then they waited.
We waited, on pins and needles for 12 days, waiting to find out if there was going to be a positive pregnancy test. And during that time, every little twinge in your body means something. You just can't get away from the idea that maybe this will work. Sorry. And knowing that there was no possibility and that they put me through that, it's kind of horrifying.
Berger and other plaintiffs are alleging that the women were knowingly implanted with dead embryos after their doctors couldn't even understand what was wrong.
He and other doctors had noticed that they had a 0% success rate. Which is really unusual. They normally have, about a 75% success rate. So they started asking questions of Ovation. And only then did Ovation say that there might be something wrong.
To be clear, she says her private doctor uses Ovation for lab services the attorneys believe were mishandled.
We have strong reason to believe now that it's hydrogen peroxide that was the poison for these embryos.
Through ups and downs and various complications she's faced on the road to trying to have a family, Brooke Berger says,
this is not a trivial thing that we put our bodies through to have a family.
In a statement, Ovation Fertility says Ovation Fertility has protocols in place to protect the health and integrity of every embryo under our care. This was an isolated incident, they say, related to an unintended laboratory technician error that impacted a very small number of patients. As soon as we recognized that pregnancy numbers were lower than our usually high success rates, we immediately initiated an investigation. We did not knowingly transfer non-viable embryos for implantation. We have been in close contact, they say, with these few impacted patients since the issue was discovered. We are grateful for the opportunity to help patients build a family and will continue to implement and enforce rigorous protocols to safeguard that process. As for the families, they want their day in court. In Newport Beach, I'm Hal Eisner, Fox 11 News.